Okay, so we're by Feldspar, which could also be pronounced Fieldspar, right? And here's Center Creek, okay? Center, right? Obi means King, Heart, Hut, Essence, Center, Temple, Core. And keep in mind, the attractive women from these areas all shun me. I never dated an attractive female from these areas, and I never dated a really, really attractive female from San Jose, even though my father's been a brain surgeon in this area for a long time. I think that, somewhere around 40 years. He recently retired. Okay, they never gave me my credit as the most handsome person ever lived at one point, as a brain surgeon and humanitarian son, as the top martial arts ever possible, as Christ. I got shunned. And the word son is like the word shun. So they followed the way of their man. In fact, here's another street called Baltic. Baltic is Feldspar, right? Because they try to set the stage unfairly for them to try to seem like they look good. But it doesn't work like, wig-wearing colonists trying to act like they go down in history looking magically good or something. They look like fucking oppressors. They look like idiots. And when you're the muscle for the oppressors, right? Be it gangs, and I'm not trying to get on any of these groups super tough, just calling it how it is. Be it gangs, be it the military, the police, people at the gym, right? The word gym is a play on words for mage, and backward midge, MYG, alphabet, interchangeable vowels, vowel to L, right, so on and so forth. You get you get mage and game, right? So they're playing the game, and they have barbells and dumbbells. So for whatever reason, part of being a Satanist, like being a heavy metal person, is making fun of themselves, okay? With the idea of barbell and dumbbell. And it also goes back to bar fighting. And they put a bar on the doors, and they'd rape people in the bars, and somehow they still do things like that, okay? There's a lot of words like that, and they act very irritable, and they insist on their way, and they go, ha, gotcha, when you're dumb enough to roll with it instead of see trouble coming and just kind of leave right away. But really, it's a bad idea to go to bars, generally speaking. However, saying this isn't going to cost them any significant amount of money. Maybe one person will take it to heart. So, it goes without saying, and people say things like this all the time. And so, that's that. Now, the people who own bars aren't necessarily any more guilty than the masses of store owners and people, right? Because it depends on the bar, what they're doing, right? Because of everyone playing the game, and there's a lot of reasons why that is. If you want to explore, we'll go in the comments. I'm doing this on the fly like I do all my videos, like the one I just made at Solari Park by 7 Trees. That wasn't the first video I made there, okay? So because recently they challenged me with a bunch of gang members, again, it's stupid to fear the state or gang members or anyone else, okay? But because they did, I went ahead and did that video there. So it covered several gangs at once, right? The Crips, the Norteños, what have you. Not trying to disrespect them, but I'm sending the message right back that I'm not afraid of gangs. I'm not afraid of the streets. I'm not going to accommodate the followers of the devil. I'm going to do God's work in its pure form. And it's not, to disrespect gangs. There's perhaps some of the less guilty people in the New World Order, but certainly the corporations, their bosses, because they disrespect me every moment, every day, they're challenging God. And as it says in Psalms, God contends with those who contend with him. And they have no viable counter argument for the fact if you contend with me, you're contending with God. Because the top martial artist ever who's morally precise, who says, where's your viable counter argument? You have none. And says, I'm the one who should be in charge. He's a humanitarian son. Son of a brain surgeon who's a humanitarian, a son of 2 doctors, what have you. I have a long list of credentials that far outweigh everybody else. All the churches, they're discredited thoroughly in this day and age from conformity and a laundry list of reasons. So when they failed to present a counter argument, what they ended up doing was conceding that contending with me is contending with God. And God doesn't miss them for a moment, as you can imagine. Downtown San Jose, so as soon as I pull in, okay, there's a bus next to me, and the first person who passes by me happens to be a black female. Though she doesn't look very approachable, and she doesn't look like she is likely to respond to the questionnaire. So I'm gonna go and interrupt my Revelation series. I'm trying to do that at St. James or so, and yeah, Well, we're just doing this in clips. Okay, this person seems doesn't want to be bothered either. Okay, so let's see.